Tianming and Honor father and son were very upset by Mr. Terrence's words. The real purpose of the father and son is to always bring Warnya to the board of directors of the song group in a different way. Whether Warnya is dead or alive, the song group's board of directors no longer have a slight relationship with her. However, how can they think that Warnya has been missing for so many days, and there are still people on the board of directors who are thinking about her? Moreover, Mr. Terrence's words quickly resonated with others. Everyone spoke one after another, expressing their agreement with Mr. Terrence's point of view. Tianming and Honor dared not speak. After all, the other board members didn't even know about them murdering Warnya. The attitude they are showing now is also regrettable, and they have to re-elect a new chairman for the sake of the song group. Therefore, Terrence said that even if they disagree 10,000 times in their hearts, they would never say the word, no. As long as they say a, no, it will immediately make people doubt their motives. And once someone doubts their motives, the other party will definitely suspect that Warnya's accident in Japan is inseparable from them. Therefore, Tianming could only grit his teeth and said, I think Mr. Terrence is very right. Since we have now decided to nominate a new chairman to preside over the overall situation, then we have to do a good job for Warnya, the former chairman. Prepare it with one hand. Having said that, he opened his mouth and said, Now, I propose that no matter who is elected as the new chairman, he must follow a principle, that is, once Ms. Warnya returns safely, the new chairman must unconditionally abdicate. Returning the position to her, do you have any comments? When everyone heard him say so, of course they nodded in agreement. This time a show of hands voted, all 17 people raised their hands. Tianming was even more annoyed, and he secretly thought, this fucking just bought me a time bomb. Now Warnya's life or death is unknown, the gods knows whether she is dead. In case she is not dead, she will come back alive someday. Am I doing all this for nothing? Thinking of this, Tianming sighed in his heart. It seems that the best solution now is to sell the assets immediately after taking office, just in case. So, he continued to speak. Now, let's proceed to the next vote, that is, we will nominate one person from the 17 of us to be the new chairman of the board. Among the 17 of us, anyone has the option to vote and be elected. The right to vote is limited to 1 vote per person, and the one with more votes will be our new chairman. After all, he added, because it is related to the position of the chairman of the board, it is very important to the song group, so we will adopt the real name voting system this time to prevent anyone from operating in the dark. Everyone looked at each other suddenly. In the board of directors, the real name voting is fair, but the real name voting will also bring a very big hidden danger, that is, settling accounts after selection. If you vote for A, but in the end, B gets the position, then B will definitely hate you in the future, and even put their feet for you everywhere and make trouble for you. If this person is really careful, then he may still be doing everything possible to retaliate against you for this matter many years later. Faced with this kind of person, no one can stand it. Honor at this time very seriously echoed, I also support real name voting. Only real name voting can be more in line with the principles of openness, justice and fairness. Having said that, he immediately raised his hand and said, since you want to vote, then I will set an example for everyone. I hereby recommend Mr. Tianming Song as the new chairman of the song group. I vote for him. Tianming smiled slightly at this time. Since everyone in our board of directors has the right to vote and be elected, then I will vote for myself. I believe I can lead the song group to overcome difficulties and create greater glories. Then, someone immediately stated, I also vote for Mr. Tianming, count me in. Honor said indifferently. In this case, Mr. Tianming has already received 4 votes. Let the others on the scene hurry up and vote. The others murmured to each other for a while, seeing that Tianming had taken control of the situation, and this was a real name voting system, and there was a risk of settling accounts after the fall, so they all expressed their opinions and voted for Tianming. Soon, Tianming's votes reached 9 votes, and the election of the new chairman was already a certainty. At this time, the remaining few who did not vote have realized that the overall situation has been determined, and whether they vote for him or not, they cannot change the result of his election as the new chairman. However, if you don't vote for him at this time, or if you abstain, you will have to beware of him settling scores. As a result, everyone turned their backs and voted for Tianming. In this way, he won 17 votes from 17 people. At this time, Honor opened his mouth and said, "In that case, Mr. Tianming is the new chairman of the song group." Everyone applauds and congratulations echoed in the room. After that, Honor took the lead and applauded. Others also echoed and applauded. Tianming waved his hand with a humble expression and said solemnly, "I have self-knowledge. Although my ability is not bad, I am still a bit worse than the former chairman Ms. Warnia. But everyone can rest assured. Since I am elected to this position by everyone, I resolutely implement the basic principle of being in my position and seeking governance, and serve the future development of the song group wholeheartedly. I will never do anything irresponsible or detrimental to the group." The others hurriedly applauded and agreed. Tianming smiled slightly and said calmly, "Since we have now selected the new chairman, we will move to the release hall next. I have invited a group of media in advance and notified them that we will elect a new chairman today. In a while, I will just go down to hold a press conference to make the latest decision of the board of directors public. In this way, it can also reassure our investors and stockholders. Do you have any comments? Everyone has voted to elect Tianming as the new chairman, and naturally there will be no objections to such things as attending the press conference." So everyone readily agreed. Tianming said with emotion, "Oh, we were able to reach a consensus so quickly. This is great news for the song group. I believe that after the press conference, our stock price will rise quickly." After he finished speaking, he deliberately said with a face, "However, everyone must pay attention. Do not take advantage of the tens of minutes before the press conference to engage in any small actions in the stock market. If any of you is suspected of contacting a trading insider, prompting the Securities Regulatory Commission to come, I will never forgive him."